What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Wednesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Peralta. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and this podcast is being brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. So last night, I made a pretty dumb move. I thought I was betting on the Lynx last night. Well, the Lynx game is tonight. So the 8.5 for the Lynx is a Wednesday game, not a Tuesday game. Sorry. So that bet carries over to today. So that leaves us with just the one baseball game, which at the time of taping, it's currently 11 o'clock on the East Coast, sorry. The game's in the third inning. Dodgers are losing 2-1 to the Padres. So we're pacing to the over, but I have no idea because I'm not going to be awake for much longer. So how do you guys bet West Coast games? Well, you go to sleep and you wake up to them in the morning is basically what happened. So I don't know if we went 1-0 or 0-1 here for the day for us, but I did bet the Dodgers over 8 at minus 120 for last night. So we will watch and see how that game goes, but either up a unit or down 1.2, don't know. Won't know till the morning, but again, we're trending in the right direction. I have got two more bets for you here to go along with the W play. Got a college football bet and a baseball bet to give you guys coming up here for today. Yes, I am betting another baseball game, and it's sort of a system play for me to come in and do that. But before we give you the picks, let's go ahead and talk about our friends at DK. Download the new DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use the code JUICE. That's JUICE. For new Pick 6 customers, you play $5, you get $50 in Pick 6 credits. That's guaranteed, plus 1 month of NFL Plus with Red Zone and NFL Network only. On DraftKings Pick 6, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78-97-777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions may vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos. One per new customer. Reward issued as $50 in non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 6 months. NFL Plus Premium available. Offer is available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at NFL.com/terms. Okay. By the way, I'm going to do a Pick 6, an actual Pick 6. I'm going to enter that coming up on tomorrow's podcast, so you guys will have that for Thursday, not Friday. Normally we do it on Fridays, but since I'm here in New Hampshire, I can do that. I can do the Pick 6, so I'm going to do that for us coming up here for the podcast for Thursday night, Friday morning podcast. So just a heads up coming up on that. I guess Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Sorry, we'll do that for Thursday's podcast because I'll be here still until Thursday night when I head back home. Real quick at the top. Have you guys seen the show America's Got Talent? I had the chance to talk to Justin from Recycled Percussion, who I met this winter, and I went to his show this winter, but I had dinner at his house with his lovely family. It was awesome. My people and his people, we got together, we broke bread, we sat, we talked sports gambling, we talked the Daily Juice. It was truly an awesome night. You never know who's listening, whether it be somebody on the Howard Stern show or somebody who is part of America's Got Talent. It's truly remarkable, what this podcast has done over the last 4 years and how it's grown. And you guys have been a major catalyst for all of that growth, for telling people, for finding the podcast, for searching for it on Apple or searching for it on YouTube. Just really, really cool. Had a really fun night tonight. Very blessed and very excited about tonight and got a chance to meet Justin and his great family. So that was a lot of fun. He's a big bettor. He loves gambling. A lot of questions about picks, plays, process, and all this other stuff. So that was really fun to go ahead and do that. So let's talk some college football. UNLV and Fresno State. This number is down to 3. If it gets to 2.5, I like it even more. UNLV went to Kansas and won. They're 3-0 on the year. UNLV has been tremendous against the number under Barry Odom. They're having a ton of recruits coming in. Look, if UNLV stubs their toe and falls down on their face, this will stink because they've got a gigantic game coming up against Syracuse, an ACC school. This is a Mountain West Conference game. Fresno is 3-1. They beat New Mexico. They killed them, but it wasn't all that impressive. UNLV has wins at Houston and at Kansas. They have a win over Utah Tech at home, and now they have a conference game here at home with a ton of recruits. They have sold out the recruiting section for all these recruits to come in to look at Barry Odom's program to see what these guys can do. Matthew Sluka has been tremendous. In the second half against Kansas, UNLV was awesome. Their defense is better than advertised. Look, this could be a coin flip game. But I think at home here, I'm going to back UNLV. I'm going to lay the 3. You might get 2.5, but I'm going to lay the 3 with UNLV with a chance for the Rebels. It's the biggest home game. It's the biggest UNLV sporting event since, one, I started teaching at UNLV 4 years ago, but living in Vegas in the last decade. This is huge. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But at home, with all this hype, I'm going to back the Rebels here. I'm going to lay the 3 points with the Rebels and go UNLV -3 at home on Saturday up against Fresno State. It's going to be an awesome game. UNLV cannot turn the football over. They cannot allow Fresno to have short fields and easy scoring opportunities. The game is on Fox 1. It's a 12:30 Pacific time, 3:30 Eastern time kick. Big crowd at Allegiant Stadium. Big crowd at Allegiant Stadium for this one. UNLV showed me a lot by going and handling that adversity against Kansas and coming back and winning. I think Fresno will scare them, but I'll lay the 3 points here with UNLV -3. The other bet I'm going to make is in Major League Baseball. Like I mentioned, we bet the over for the Dodgers and the Padres, but who the heck knows if that hit or not. We're through 3 innings. It's 2-1. Dodgers had the bases loaded in the bottom of the second and couldn't score. Did nothing in the bottom of the third. So I don't know. We'll see. 3 runs through 3 is pacing in the right direction, but we need 8. The Guardians won the Central last night. The Guardians clinched a first-round bye last night. This is kind of an age-old play. You fade the team that clinched. But because I don't believe they can catch the Yankees, the Yankees are 7-3 in their last 10. The Yankees are 92-65. Cleveland is 91-67. They're 2 games back of the Yankees in the loss column. The Yankees lost to the Orioles in their last game, but I don't think that they'll lose. The Orioles clinched a playoff berth. The Yankees are going to win the division. And because of that, they're up by 5 games. So because of that, I don't think the Yankees need to worry too much about this. And the Guardians are up by 7.5 games. They've won the Central. They've clinched a top 2 record. I don't think they care too much about this game. They're going to be up partying, celebrating, having a good old time. This is an age-old adage. You fade the team that clinched the night before. I'm going to throw a dog play on the Reds here. I'm going to say what Cincinnati might be able to put forth and say, the Reds lost 6-1 last night. They've got Junis going for them, who's 4-0 with a 2.61 ERA. Jacob Junis has been pretty good this year, although he'll be somewhat of a 5-inning starter for them. He has lost 4 of his 5 starts, however. That's because the Reds aren't that good of a baseball team, but it's not really his fault. Junis has been better at home with a 1.99 ERA at home, but a 3.26 ERA and a 3-0 record on the road isn't horrible. And 30 and a third innings worth of work and opposing batting average of 250 for him, for the Reds. I just think Cincinnati's going to have a chance here to win this game, and I'm going to take the plus on this. I'm going to take Cincinnati plus on the money line here with a good plus price. Shop around and find the best one. Plus 132 is the best one that I found. I'm going to take the Reds here at plus 132. So, all right, we're going to go here with the Lynx tonight at minus 8.5 in their game up against. Look, I think the Lynx are going to be one of the better teams, or maybe the best team in the WNBA. I think the Lynx are going to be a fun team to watch. I think the Lynx will have a chance to do some big things here. Mercury 19-21. I think their series ends here. Lynx minus 8.5. Reds money line against the Guardians at plus 132, and UNLV on Saturday laying 3 points at home against Fresno State. Those are the plays for us here on and that should say Wednesday. Sorry, it says Tuesday. It should say Wednesday the 25th for us here for that. I didn't correct that. So it's Wednesday, 9:25, the official plays. Lynx minus 8.5, Reds money line, UNLV minus 3 coming up on Saturday. My name is Matt Peralt. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast presented by DraftKings.